This collar necklace coming up. I can't wait for you to see it. I just can't wait. It's so fun. All right, here we go. The first item is brand new. Here's what's interesting. The first two items in the show you're gonna see are 2 out of the 4 most important gemstones in the world. Believe it or not, this is an emerald necklace. 2-strand emerald necklace. All the emeralds. I think it's one of the coolest version of an emerald that Jay's ever done. And then believe it or not, I will do rubies next. The only other 2 most important stones are diamonds and sapphires. And we've got 2 out of the 4 just launching the second hour with Jay tonight. So really, really fun. Jay, I love what you did with this emerald. In the past, you've done faceted emeralds kind of on a single strand. Certainly lovely, always very popular. They just always sell out. This, to me, I think is the most unique emerald design you've done.
Well, this is how emerald comes. I mean, you know, so you're actually seeing more of the natural emerald rough. All I've done is I've actually, the nuggets, the way it comes out of the ground, the crystals, and all we've done is rounded it off. We polished it. I'll tell you something that's really funny. Well, it's funny and not funny. I mean, but they always say you can't, I'm constantly learning new things about materials. And one of the things that I just learned about this emerald, now this comes from Brazil, okay? I have a friend of mine who's a pilot, a fellow pilot, and he's flying support right now for a dive. I can't really disclose the location, but they are actually working a site right now, and he's got a float plane, and he's flying out, he lands, he gets people off, where they're doing it, and he's doing a lot of the transport. And I was showing him some of this emerald rough, and he goes, this looks a lot like the material that we're seeing in some of these these artifacts that these guys are getting. He goes, this looks really dark like that. He goes, that. So
are they diving a shipwreck?
Yeah, it's a shipwreck. And so
that's so cool.
I did a little research, and then I got to talking to these guys that are actually, kind of in charge of this deal. And they said, yeah, and they told me this. I didn't realize this, okay? Okay, so when the Spanish came and they went to South America and they conquered, they found emerald, hence Colombia, right? Colombian emeralds, right?
Sure, right.
But they were putting, the Incas and the Mayans were putting emerald in their gold designs. I mean, they were putting natural emeralds.
Oh, cool.
They started, the conquistadors went into Brazil, and one of the things that they found in Brazil was emerald. And so a lot of the emerald that you're seeing in these artifacts actually is emerald that came out of Brazil. Another thing that they turned me on to that I didn't realize is back then, back in the day, emerald was really classified by color. So anything green was considered an emerald. So a lot of the emerald that you see in a lot of these artifacts is actually from Brazil. That was Brazilian green tourmaline. So I found out, it's just one of those really unique things. I have to say, this is, look, as far as carat weight on a natural emerald, and here again, this is a natural emerald. This isn't dyed, it's not color enhanced, it's not treated, there's nothing done to it, right? This is just actually how we got them out of the ground. And all I did was clean them up and polish them a little bit. What I wanted to do is not cut them and waste a lot of the weight, right? I didn't want to fasten it up. I thought, you know what? Try to leave things natural. And I just want to show you, this is all, guys, this is a natural emerald necklace hanging around your neck. That's natural emerald rough. Isn't that cool? It's massive. I mean, and the price on it is just, oh my God. I mean, come on, give me a break. But that is the real deal. And it is Brazilian.
Okay, and again, double strand. I think Jay, in fact, you know, I've been so lucky to talk jewelry for many, many years over 2 networks, including QVC, our sister network. I'm absolutely fascinated that you sort of left this at its natural state. That you said, you know what, let's just polish it up and do these really cool nuggets. And if anybody's got emerald as their birthstone, how amazing would it be that you hand this to them and they're like, what in the world is that? And you go, oh my gosh, that's emerald. And we go back to that whole green story, the popularity of wearing green. You see green in nature. You know, what is the highlight? If you have a flower arrangement and there are green leaves in it, it's so beautiful to the eye. It's the same thing when you're wearing emerald. There's just something about wearing emeralds. It's very different than wearing any other gemstone in the world. And again, what a unique experience this is. And he goes, oh, what is that? And you go, oh, these are emeralds. And they're like, really? Those are emeralds? But only here at HSN through Jay will you find this. And you've got to remember too, I love you, but if you're new, you cannot go to the mall and find anything close to this. You will never find emerald nuggets that are polished. You're gonna see a little teeny emerald stone stuck on a little teeny ring that's so bland and so boring and so know-nothing. Or you get something like this, a double strand. And I really love how Angie was wearing hers a second ago. It's called a tressade, and what you do is all you do is you take it and you twist it a couple times and then you put it on, and I think it changes the entire experience of the necklace. And it's a very simple technique, but it really gives the necklace a whole completely different look. So certainly try that when you get it at home and wear it that way. But Jay, this is so special. And by the way, again, what do I have in this? A couple hundred to go around for everybody. That's it. There's just not enough of these to really satisfy all the people who are now on the phones. You guys are ordering like mad from last hour as well. So just grab this, because again, if you've ever wanted to get an emerald, like a wonderful emerald, this is your moment, and you're getting a lot of it. Jay, my gosh, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of carats on this necklace.
It's the largest emerald necklace that we've ever designed. Here again, my thought process on this, I had these nuggets left from our Brazilian buy that we did years ago. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take them. I'm just going to polish them up and leave them natural. Because I think, in essence, to tell you the truth, I think that that's kind of cool too. Is when you show people, when you facet and everything. Don't get me wrong. I like to do different designs, but I think sometimes when you design, that Mother Nature actually did the best job if you just leave it alone. Right?
Why mess with it?
All I did, we just took the natural, these are the natural emerald crystals, and all I've done is rounded them off. I polished them so you're not going to snag, or they're not going to be rough, they're not going to scratch you or anything like that. But that's all we've done to this. And you can see all the different colors in this, but this is all a natural emerald, okay? And it's classified, it's a member of the beryl family. And as you know, GIA, there's only, just like rubies, there's only 4 colors of red that they classify as being an emerald or being a ruby. Same thing, it's a little bit wider as far as the greens, but that's where the green beryl, in this case, is what they determine. The GI would determine this as emerald, and this tests as natural emerald.
Well, and the other thing I think is pretty fun about this, Jay, is typically Jay will do this, just a single strand, but the emeralds will be very, very small, little teeny little emeralds, and they'll be faceted. It's a beautiful piece, and they've sold out many, many times. We cannot keep his emerald pieces because it's emerald, for gosh sakes, right? So that's one, and about a quarter of the size of this normally. Let's add a whole second necklace to it. Same kind of chunky experience. I think it's a really authentic way to wear emeralds, and certainly eye-catching. That's what we want. You're watching the show, you love jewelry. You want some people to say, what in the world? I cannot figure that out. And you go, I'm wearing emeralds. And they'll be like, are you kidding me? One of the most sought-after stones in the entire world. It equals diamonds and rubies and sapphires. And speaking of rubies, I got that coming up next. So again, stay right there. I'll keep you updated when this one is getting super limited. All right, guys, I wanted to give you another peek at this. Now,